Welcome to Autism in Black Live. We are rooted in advocacy, not fear, rooted in truth, not stigma. Here, we center Black autistic voices, uplift Black families, and build spaces that are affirming, unapologetic, and full of joy. Whether you are a parent, professional, or autistic adult, this is your space. Together, we break down barriers and build up community. So grab your seat at the table. We're just getting started. What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Friday. I am Maria Davis Pierre. I am the CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my man.
What's going on, everybody? AFB community. You're truly Dr. Barry Pierre, the co-founder of Autism in Black. What's up? Happy Friday.
Yes, and we are actually live right now. So that means if you are watching this right now, you see us live. So this is our Vision to Venue series. You see me looking over here. I'm looking at Instagram. This is our Vision to Venue series where we do a behind the scenes look at what it takes to bring our 6th annual conference from our vision to the actual venue. And it's happening when? April 17th through the 19th here in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtually from anywhere. And before we get in today's show, we know we like to let Dr. Barry start off with our church announcements. So take it away, Dr. Barry.
Indeed. So again, for those who've been rocking with us, if this is your first time catching this series, right, we typically don't do this live, right? So this is actually our first episode 16, doing it live. But we put a challenge out at about, I want to say episode 10 or 11. It was sometime early where we wanted to run our YouTube numbers up. So we always put all of our episodes on the YouTube page, link in that autismblack.org/links. Go over there, hit over to the YouTube page. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the time we get to the end of this series. Y'all have done a phenomenal job since the initial call out to say, hey, we need more subscribers. And we appreciate y'all. Love y'all for that. So head over to the YouTube page, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and obviously do this after the series. So definitely appreciate everyone who's been rocking with us.
Yes. So thank you all for hitting that bell over there on YouTube and hitting that button to subscribe. We appreciate you all. And let's get into it. So if this is your first time watching us, our Vision to Venue series is from Monday through Friday, and usually Monday through Thursdays are pre-recorded, and we have a theme every day. Today's theme is recap and Q&A. So we are going to recap what we talked about this week and do some Q&A. Shout out to Peru. Hi, Paola. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, please correct me. But look, we international, baby, all the way.
I love it. Yeah, if you're catching this live or you're catching the replays, definitely comment where you're watching this from, especially because we want people to kind of check in to the conference, whether you're in person or virtual, right? So much appreciated in showing the international love.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to kick it off with the recap of what we talked about this week?
Yeah, so I think, we typically start out, and for those, again, it's your first time catching this, every day of the week is a different topic of discussion or subject matter, right? Because obviously we want to keep it fresh and give you guys, something to look forward to, right? So just kind of going from backwards to Monday. Yesterday we talked about the importance of marketing. We talked about the importance of creating the best landing page to really answer all of the questions for all of our audiences, whether you always been rocking with Autism Black for the past few years, whether you just kind of heard about Autism in Black and Maria and myself very recently, or you had no clue about us. We want to make sure that when you hit over to that registration page, all of you guys' questions is answered. So we did a great job. If I say so myself, breaking down the landing page from there. And then going back, we also talked about we spotlighted, right? We highlighted because we do our people spotlight of the week. We highlighted our conference organizer, Rhonda from, is it Conference Architects? Is that the
Conference architects? Yes, yes, yes. Before you continue, we got some individuals in our Instagram. We got DJ True Nice from ATL,
all right?
Jaleesa from South California, Wandering Moon One from Ohio, and the real Toya is in New Jersey. So happy to see you all. And also we have Tanisha. Hopefully, let me know if I'm messing it up. I'm sorry. From New York. So we got some people joining us.
All right, all right. And I want to, so again, Conference Architects was our conference organizer. Shout out to Rhonda and her team, who has done a massive job welcoming us to the aspect of having an in-person event. So shout out to them. And then we kind of moved back, talked about this aspect of the importance of doing the virtual versus an in-person and why we do that as well too. So we did a nice little breakdown of people trying to figure out like how can I get in the room, right? Like how can I get in the room? The importance of being in the room, because I think for a lot of us that's really that's what really holds us back, right? Last night we actually had a father's corner, and I talked about this aspect, and that's something we do in our membership community. And I talked about an aspect of, especially for the men, of the importance of being in the room, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's in these schools, these IP meetings, like wherever you need to be at. A lot of times we just need to kind of be there. Especially when society will act like we're not there, right? So it's very important to make sure we're holding down and doing what we can in the room.
Perfect. Just back up a little bit, Dr. Barry, because our Instagram people, the camera, we are very zoomed in and on the Instagram. I got the side view. Yes. So.
Okay. Yes, it's a weird. Why does it do that? Like it's.
Don't know.
I guess because it's live. Like because typically what happens when we post on when we do not the fake live, but I guess the like screen short, it just zooms out. But for some reason, we got this whole picture here. Right, a little technical difficulty. We'll get cleaned up for you guys. And
for those of you on Instagram, I know you're seeing a very close up of us, but so yes, we talked really a lot about the difference in versus in-person and virtual this week, so that you guys could understand the differences in the experiences. And that's really only where the difference lies, is the experience you're getting. However, the content and the education is the same, no matter if you are in person versus virtual. This is a live Q&A, so if you have any questions about the conference or anything, please drop them in the chat, because we are answering your questions live. Do you want to get into some questions, or do you want to?
Yeah. So I'm seeing, it looks like on Facebook, Sharon, single mom in Georgia, 14-year-old teenager, 12-year-old with autism. How I wish we could afford to come to the conference. Yes, no, and this is very important too, because I know, especially because we're in South Florida, and we understand, especially for our community, a lot of times you can't be in the building, right? Completely understand that. That's why we do have the virtual options for those who can't make the trip, right? Especially from a cost standpoint, as well as the other activities that we typically hold down outside of the conference, right? Because this was a question that I had posed to Maria a few years ago. I think it was after our third or fourth conference, right? We would do a bang up job, killing with the conference, and then kind of go away. And I was like, if we're going to serve our community, we have to be able to continue to provide things for them when we're not doing the conference, right? And one thing that shout out to Autism Black Foundation, they actually turned around and started sponsoring these summits where we have the shameless plug, we got the Boys, Men's, and Fathers Summit coming up March 6th to the 8th. Registration is available now. We also do a Girls, Women, and Mother Summit. We do a Couple Summit. We're working. I don't want to say which we're working,
Yeah,
but we're
no,
working on.
don't do too much. We're
We're
adding
working
in
on a
some
different
other
summit as
ones.
well. So we want to make sure that even for those who can't attend the conference, just especially from a cost perspective, we want to make sure that the website's still available, the podcast still available. We're gonna have plenty of summits. We're gonna have plenty of opportunities for it to be able to kind of get the information that needs to get for our community.
Mm-hmm. And our summits are completely virtual. They are sponsored. The summits that we do are sponsored by our nonprofit, the Autism and Black Foundation. And like Dr. Berry said, the Boys Summit is coming up in 2 weeks from today. So you can also go to that link that is, or the website that's scrolling across the bottom, and secure your general admission. If you would like to get the all access pass, information is on there to do so as well. So you can go to that link that is scrolling across the bottom. Another question from Phyllis. I'm a retired educator. What resources are available to assist parents with their mental health? This is a great question, Phyllis. And you may not know, Phyllis, but I am a licensed clinician here in the state of Florida. So mental health is something that we cover in every aspect of any event that we do. Now, if you are talking about as far as actual therapy, which I recommend for first and foremost, getting a therapist, because that is really going to change the game. Yes, you can learn your coping skills and your resources, but sometimes you do need assistance in getting that train started. So there are different resources and directories out there that you can find a therapist. Therapy for Black girls, therapy for Black men, where you can find Black therapists who can assist with mental health. But if we're talking about the mental health aspect of raising a child with a disability, what to do when we're trying to navigate these systems and things of that nature, we do cover that in every single event that we do. Usually I or a colleague of mine is leading these sessions at our main conference. So we do have sessions that are focused on that at main conference. Perfect. She said, I'm looking into a therapist master's program. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Come on, come join us. What else? What else questions can you think of, Dr. Berry, that we got this week that we need to address?
And I know we already answered because there was another question about our summits. Summits are all virtual from the comfort of your own home. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
all of our summits are virtual. The boys one is happening March 6th through the 8th. You can go to that link scrolling across the bottom while you're securing your conference ticket, happening April 17th through the 19th, and join us at the Boys Summit.
Mm-hmm. I know we've been getting a lot of questions, especially regarding groups and group ticket offers as well. Do you have group ticket offers? Do you offer group discounts? The answer is yes. For those who are coming 5 and above, I think we got it like 5 to 14.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, 5 to 14. I'm sorry.
5 to 14. There's a certain rate. And then 15 above, there's another certain rate as well too. So all you have to do is email support@autismandblack.org for more information, and we'll definitely contact you guys, especially because I know we have a lot of schools and educational programs and health starts that kind of follow us on the periphery online, and and again, obviously, like I said, it's a tax write-off as well too, right? So it's kill two birds with one stone. From that perspective there. So yes, we do offer group discount rates for those, and this is whether you're attending virtually or attending in South Florida. And if you caught Thursday's episode, I dropped plenty of pictures that would make you want to come to South Florida. Hopefully, I mean, the weather was great last year, so we're hoping around that time frame the weather kind of stays that way.
Yes.
Weather was great last year as well too, so you guys can come down, enjoy an amazing conference, and make a nice little vacation out of it.
Exactly. We do have a question from Instagram. Is there a number to call if we are having registering, I'm assuming registering issues on the site for the conference? Yes, you can email support@autisminblack.org, support@autisminblack.org. And our our director of operations will get you squared away if you're having any issues registering on the site. So support@autisminblack.org for any issues. I know another question that we have been getting is about the CEs. Dr. Berry is updating the registration page this weekend. So not only is he updating it with CE information, I am NBCC approved to give CE hours for licensed clinicians. So if you are a marriage and family therapist, mental health counselor, social worker, or psychologist, clinical psychologist, you can get at least 13 hours from our conference. So you can expect that. Sorry, I was looking over here at Instagram. Expect that to be updated along with our speakers. We are debuting our speakers as well. So all of that will be updated by Dr. Berry. If you watched Thursday, you would know that he is our tech person and does all of our funnels and registration. So he will be spending his time this weekend updating that page. So yes, DJ True Nice said, yes, that his wife has tried 5 times. Oh no, yes, please send us an email to support@autisminblack.org and we will get it figured out with what's going on with her being able to register for the conference. So hi, Dr. Sabine in the chat over there on IG. And one of our speakers is in the chat right now. Hi, Cheryl. We were talking about you the other day on here. Cheryl is speaking. She's closing us out on Saturday. Usually Cheryl is at the tip top of the day, but she is closing us out on Saturday because we felt that her energy would definitely be getting us ready for our Black family game night event. So we know that after a long day of learning, you need something to leave you on a good note. So we want you guys to be hyped up going into our Black family game night. And who else better to do that than Cheryl Ann Poe. So she is going to be closing us out on Saturday, April 18th of the conference to make sure that we are ready for Black family game night. So for those of you who will be joining us in person, no matter your ticket level, you get access to that event that we are doing on Saturday night, the Black family game night. So we will be having Uno, we will be having spades, we will be having dominoes. We're also giving you dinner. There will be karaoke. It's going to be a good time. So I hope you are joining us in person because that's going to be an experience. Let's see. Phyllis says, what are the dates and the links? So the dates of the conference are April 17th through the 19th. We are a little less than 2 months away from our 6th annual conference. And you can go right to that link or that website that's scrolling across the bottom, and it will have the 6th annual conference. And you'll just click that to go to the registration page and decide if you'll be joining us in person here in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtually from wherever you are comfortable. So thank you. Patrick said, I'm glad this is on repeat. I just joined last week. Hi, Patrick. We happy to have you here. Are you going to the Black Father Summit, Patrick? Yeah, I'm trying to get you some people to come to the
we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Yes. Run the numbers up. Run the numbers up. Yes.
I
Summit
gotta
March
ask.
6th to the 8th, y'all. March 6th to the 8th.
Yes, and you can, if you're not Patrick, you can go right to that link right there. That's scrolling across, and not only get your ticket to the conference, but get your ticket to the summit. Because
Mhm.
not only is my husband, Dr. Barry, the host, but my son, my baby, is the host as well. So please join us. Cheryl says we all had so much fun last year and learned some stuff, and there was good food. Yes. Look, Cheryl's trying to get y'all to come in person. She's trying to get you to come in person. So please join us in person. Patrick said, I'm just learning about it. I will check it out. My son is 28, who is autistic, and I love this. Come on, Patrick. I'm going to say my age. I am 42 and I'm autistic. So please join us. Make sure
We had a good Father's Corner last night. That's something we do in the membership community. We actually opened it up to the public yesterday, just so when the public, we actually was public, but pretty much our listserv as well too. We gather, the fathers and the male caretakers around, and you really just kind of just have a good, nice little conversation. It was a nice little conversation last night for anyone who was able to attend.
Patrick says he's in DC. Well, if you don't want to join us here in Palm Beach, there's also virtual, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, he says, yep, he's in DC. We have a question from Jaleesa over here on Instagram. Are the CEs available? Would they be accepted for LMFTs in California? Yes, Jaleesa, I am NBCC certified. So LMFTs are a part of the NBCC organization, and the 13 hours will be accepted. And by Monday, that information will be on our registration page for you to go ahead and get the CE package as well. So it's up to 13 right now. Well, it is 13 right now. So 13 is the minimum you're getting. We are working on a home-based approval for our pre-records. And if we get that before conference, it will be more than 13 that you will be able to get. Cheryl says the men's summit is virtual. Yes, it is. It is virtual.
We love it.
Welcome, Deanne. I hope I'm saying, please let me know if I'm messing up y'all's names. And she is in St. Louis. Welcome. We got people all the way. Did y'all see our person from Peru that was here kicking it? We're international. We got people in
Yeah,
Peru.
and I love that, because I think what happens, especially with the Black autistic community, you start realizing just how big it is once you start just being vocal and out front, right? For far too often, we've been hidden away, we've been ignored, but obviously, typically we realize just how much people know about Autism Black or don't know about Autism Black when we have to start promoting any of our things, because they believe in some some colorful comments, right, to let us know.
Colorful comments.
Yes.
Dr. Barry has been getting to the comments before I have.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, y'all'd have some examples on the screen right now, and I'd be calling these people out by name.
Oh,
but,
I should have had them posted up on here.
Yeah. Yes, because listen. Welcome, Felicia from Georgia. Right, Cheryl? He's talking about colorful comments. These people be leaving nasty comments on our page, and Dr. Barry has been being such a good protective barrier for me, because he knows how these comments, upset me sometimes. But he's been getting to them before I can get to him, and then he'll, be like, "Oh, I deleted some comments this morning," and he'll tell me what they were. But yeah, y'all just, not y'all watching, but the other people who can't scroll past something that doesn't align with them and feel the need to let us know that they do not want to deal with anything autism and Black related. But again, we're not going anywhere. As I said last week, we're making it bigger and blacker just because of what Tom said last week. So Let's see. I think Dr. Berry has put one up here for us. Let me see if I can
We got some good ones.
change my screen here. Oh, this is an
I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know if they can see it on Instagram. Looks like it's cut off on IG.
Let me see how it would
It's
look.
so weird that IG does this. Like it's a
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm sorry, IG people, that it's looking weird for you. We're gonna fix that. But what it says from Lee is that vaccines cause autism, among other things like SIDS, learning disorders, and cancers.
craziness.
Would you like to address that, Dr.
Yeah,
Berry?
you know, I think it's
But let
you
me
know
let
it's
me tell people your background first. Dr. Berry is a physician. He is an internist. So when he's speaking, he is speaking from all of his years of education and work. And my man is very educated and smart, and all those good things. So go ahead, Dr. Berry.
yeah, you know, obviously when we get these types of comments, right, you know, we just kind of ignore them, right? But the problem is that we understand like there's a significant amount of people within the community, right, within the autism community, who who read these messages, who hear these messages, and it leads them to this kind of path of misinformation and disinformation that unfortunately has led them astray, right? Because what it's saying, right, underlying what it's, even though it's not saying, but what it's really saying is that you, the parent, is the cause for your child being autistic, right? Like, or your parent is the cause for, because they took this vaccine that you shouldn't have trusted. Now, mind you, we've got medical evidence for like decades now that says it's not true, but unfortunately, medical misinformation, disinformation just travels, right? And unfortunately, the truth, unfortunately, is not as loud, right? So we got plenty of evidence that says this is not true. But again, in 2026, people still feel, right, that this is the case, unfortunately. And again, I take it, I'm like, all right, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. But in the back of my mind, I understand what the underlying theme is. They're trying to blame someone, or, especially when you hear it from parents, they're trying to push blame away. That says, hey, I'm not the reason why my child's autistic. It was the vaccine, right? Like it was they're just trying to find some underlying reason, which is unfortunately, I think, and Maria could definitely talk about this more. I think it leads to a lot of strife, a lot of division, and just continued lack of pursuit to get appropriate support for your children because of it.
Exactly. Dr. Sabine says, who is a godmother to one of our twins, she said, Dr. Berry also graduated top of his class. So when we're giving you this information, trust. She's tooting you up. They graduated out of the same class. So shout out to Dr. Sabine as well. But yes, when we are talking about this, it is not only from lived experience. We have truly done the educational work as well. And what these type of comments do, especially for the Black community, because we know that we are impacted the most, is that it continues to put that fear factor in us, right? Like, oh my God, because we know the history we have when it comes to the medical history, right? And what they have done to Black bodies and to Black people, and still when it comes to certain things like the Black maternal health rate, what is being done to us. So when there's a cause for like, oh, you shouldn't get your child vaccinated, and they're saying, oh, your child should be on this certain medication that they just put out and said, how do you pronounce it? Leukoven? Is that the one, Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've just, refuted that. It puts that fear factor in us like, oh, what do we need to do? Should I not? And it continues to impact our community more than anything. So we have to make sure we're listening to Autism in Black and other organizations that are giving you the right information, because when I'm talking about it's life or death for our children, I'm being so serious. So we have to make sure that when we see comments like that, I mean, like, come on, it's causing autism, SIDS, learning disorders, cancers. Let's look at the research, right? So we have to make sure we're not listening to those who are trying to further harm our communities with misinformation. Look, Maria says the boogeyman gave me gout. See, exactly. That's what it would be like, right? Yep. Usually it's women blaming specifically. Exactly, right? You took Tylenol while you were pregnant, so now your child's autistic. That is blaming the mothers, as if we are not dealing with enough, of that mental health trash when it's coming to worried about our children having a disability, right? So if we're not listening to the individuals who are given the correct information, it's going to be detrimental to our children. I have stated from the time this administration came and, got officially to be, that the numbers for autism in the Black community is going to be impacted by the time these people leave this office. However, if we continue to not gatekeep, make sure that our people have the information, we can try not to have those numbers be as big as they're going to get. So make sure you are telling your people that Autism in Black exists. Make sure you're telling them that our podcast is there. We have a whole episode on that, Leukoven, and vaccines and misinformation, right? We have a whole entire conference happening April 17th through the 19th, where we give out the right information our community needs. You're getting the tools that you need to be able to go and advocate in healthcare, in education, in the workplace, to talk to your family, right, about why it's important that we're advocating or setting up our child in this manner, right? So make sure that you are telling people that we exist and that this is where they need to be coming to for the information. Anything, look, Dr. Sabine over here quoting me, I might need to get that on a shirt. Thank you. Anything else we want to cover? Any more questions you all have before we sign out on this Good Friday, chilling with you all? Jaleesa says, I'm excited. I found you all. I'm Black in my mid-40s and I'm on the spectrum. I have a 7-year-old. Welcome, Jaleesa. I am 42 and I'm autistic, raising 3 neurodivergent children. Dr. Barry's diagnosis is still TBD at this time, but we expect him to be. We have some neurodivergent. And I am a licensed clinician myself, Jaleesa. So you are in the right place. You found your community. So I really hope you can join us for the conference or the summit or become a member of our community. So I'm glad that you are here. Shell says, what will the weather be like in Florida? It will be better than what is happening in Virginia. It is like, 30 to 50 degrees in Virginia. It's 80 degrees over here. 80 degrees and sunny over here in Florida. So the weather will hopefully be just like it was last year. Last year, it wasn't too hot and it was just perfect sun. For those who, don't live near a beach, our host hotel does a little trolley thing where they take you to the beach. So you get to not only have some education, some fun with the Autism in Black community, but you can explore the Palm Beach area as well. We're right across from City Place. Cheryl and I went and had some great ice cream right in City Place. Everything's within walking distance, or the trolley can take you. So if you want to fly into PBI Airport, take the shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and then not have to worry about any Ubers or anything or Lyfts, then we have tried to make that as accessible as possible, because you can walk to so many restaurants or get on the trolley and explore as well. So Look, Cheryl said, like a vacation while learning. Yes, and if you are a professional, it is a write-off for you. So
Indeed.
come join us April 17th through the 19th in person in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtual as well. Yes, the conference is hybrid. So we have in person and we have virtual. And for all of you who want to attend virtually, don't worry, all of the sessions you get access to as well. The learning is the same across the board. So whatever the schedule is as far as speakers, all virtual attendees get access to that. So
And replays for life.
yes, so exactly. So whether you are in person or virtual, you get lifetime access to the replays. So if you want to rewatch something or if you miss something, it is at your availability to watch as many times as you want to, because you have lifetime access to it. So.
Yeah. And what I tell, especially for those who, if you haven't attended any event, it's part of the reason why we do our Boys, Men, and Fathers Summit kind of as the prelude, right? So people can kind of see like, okay, all right, if this is how they do, the free stuff, right? I can't imagine what they do the stuff that I pay for, right? So again, if you're interested, right, Boys, Men, and Fathers Summit, March 6th and 8th. Link is in said bio.
It's such a huge weight for you to talk about, huh, Dr. Bill?
It takes a lot. It takes a lot. So for those who don't know, like I said, on Thursdays is our marketing episode. I've been the marketing person within Autism Black kind of in the beginning. So as we get closer to the countdown, you'll actually be seeing myself go live, talking about the summit, pushing the summit, getting y'all to the summit. So expect to see a lot more of me on the live tip, especially over the next few weeks as well as what we do here with the Vision to Venue series. But extremely, extremely important for those who are still trying to all right, what is Autism Black? Get on the listserv, is right. You can actually just get on the newsletter. Plenty of information goes out via the newsletter. Check out the website, autismblack.org. Lots of information going on there, right? So again, we make sure this isn't some rinky-dink organization that came out of nowhere. Again, we're going into our 6th year for the conference, our 2nd year for the in-person conference, and our goal is really just to make the best event for y'all and AIB community. More importantly, to figure out once we do that, how do we get it better, right? That's always our goal. How can we make the last thing we did much better than the last one?
Exactly. And Cheryl is interviewing us, and you might see our son as well next Friday on Advocating for Kids about the Boys, Men's, and Fathers Summit. We're still debating on if the boy is going to be live or if he's going to have a pre-record, because if you were at the conference last year, our hesitation with that. So either way, you'll see him as well. Felicia says, if this conference is anything like the Fathers and Sons Conference, we're in for a treat. I will have to say, Felicia, it is bigger and better, because not only
Yes.
Not only are we covering fathers, sons, and Black men, we're covering everyone in our main conference. Our summits are very niched and focused, but our conference covers everyone. We're in all ages as well. So we're talking about birth to 40s and beyond, right? So we try to cover everything as much as we can in the 3 days to make sure that you all can hit that ground running, as Dr. Berry says, on Monday, to put things into action. We are very serious about the education that we do with Autism in Black and the information that you get. So yes, it is going to be an amazing treat, and there's lots of surprises. So we have a lot in store for you all who will be joining us April 17th through the 19th. We're very excited about that. Beautiful Stars said, I need help getting my her son correctly diagnosed. We've been struggling for 8 years. Will definitely reach out to us. We also have podcast episodes on diagnosis and tools and things that you can do to ensure that I can understand how difficult it is. That is the reason we started Autism in Black. We went through a lot to get our daughter her diagnosis in the beginning. And for those of you who know the story, it ended up with me actually boycotting in our pediatric neurologist's office to ensure she got her diagnosis. So I can relate on the struggle of trying to get a diagnosis. And we have a lot of content regarding that. So reach out to us so we can make sure you are getting those resources. Anything else, Dr. Berry, before we sign off on this Friday and I can relax? Dr. Berry has been working me, y'all. Y'all have to understand. I recorded.
I was about to say, relax. Right?
I have recorded
relax.
400 videos just for the conference. He's been working me. So y'all gonna see a lot of my face everywhere because he has been working me to make sure that y'all know that this conference exists. So let's see. For Felicia says, for those who are attending the conference virtually, will there be opportunities to purchase items from vendors online? Yes, there will, because we have a virtual vendor booth that happens for our virtual attendees. So yes, our in person will be seeing that, the vendors there personally, but all of the vendors' informations will be in our conference hub in the virtual vendor booth so that you are able to go and peruse and buy and get some of their items. We have built-in times in our schedule where we will take a break for people to go shop virtually with our vendors or in person with our vendors. So yes, we have made sure that the things that can be accessible to our virtual people. The only things virtual people will not be able to get are access to our sensory room and the VIP pajamas and head wrap class and our Saturday Black Family Game Night party. Other than that, you are getting everything that we're doing at the conference.
Yeah, I think if you check episode, I want to say it's 13, episode 13 of the series. And to get that, you got to go to the YouTube page, right? Head over to the YouTube page, episode 13. We actually break down every ticket. Again, I don't want, let me not tell y'all 13 and it don't really be 13, yeah. But I think it's one of those numbers where we break down each ticket and what you get, what you don't get from that perspective there. Like I said, right now we got 612 13 612 YouTube subscribers. Shout out to y'all have been rocking it. So
now Dr. Berry, for those who missed, Dr. Berry is on a mission to get us to 1,000 by April 16th. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, head over there after we end this live so that you do hit that subscription button. So you can go to the autismblack.org/links, Felicia, and it will take you to our YouTube page. And if you watch episode 13, we break down every single ticket tier and what's included and what you will get. Because there's even a difference from general admission virtual versus VIP virtual as well. So I hope you all enjoyed our actual live Q&A. We will be live every Friday. Monday through Thursday, you'll be getting those pre-recorded Vision to Venue episodes, but on Friday, we will be live here answering your questions. So make sure you're coming back Monday through Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern, because this is when our episode airs, and we're giving you all the behind the scenes on what it takes to bring our conference from our vision to the actual venue. So this is exciting for us, something we're trying new this year. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll probably take you all to the actual venue where it's happening and do some touring over there so you can see exactly where we will be. Anything else, Dr. Barry, before we end today?
No, I appreciate it. First of all, shout out to everyone who's been rocking with us live. I
Mhm.
don't know what these social media platforms, I guess they just know when we're live because they definitely show it out to a lot more people. So we might have to make that a point to hop on live a little bit more.
Oh,
Y'all
goodness.
rock with us. So
I agree
appreciate
with
y'all.
you, Dr. Barry.
Appreciate y'all.
Jaleesa says, thank you both. Jaleesa, we have so much in common. So hopefully you come to the conference or join our community because there are so many individuals who have a lot of the same background. You have very similar background to myself. So I hope you can join us for an event or something. And I'm so happy that you found us. And thank you all who have been in these comments, giving us all of these good Q&As to do. Felicia, I hope you are joining us as well. Shout out to Cheryl, always rocking with us, and she's going to have an amazing session, you all. So you definitely want to make sure that you are coming to the conference. So thank you all for hanging with us for this Friday Q&A. Enjoy your weekend and make sure you come back. Thank you, Felicia. Make sure you all come back Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern for our 17th episode of the Vision to Venue series. Until then, go watch all the replays on YouTube and, run those numbers up for you, girl. Oh, and if you are a middle school teacher, please help your girl get her last 4 people for my dissertation. I am 4 people away, you guys. This is extremely important research. It will definitely impact the work that we do with autism in Black. So if you know a middle school teacher, doesn't have to be a Black middle school teacher. It's open to everybody. They just have to have worked with Black autistic students. If you know a middle school teacher, please send them my way because I need 4 more. I would like to start the conference off as Dr. and Dr. Pierre, So if y'all know 4 middle school teachers, send them my way. The dissertation information is also on that link that's scrolling across. So you can send them right to that site so that I can get the participants that I need for my research. So I would really appreciate that. But yeah, enjoy your Friday, you all. Thank you for rocking it out with us. And we'll see you Monday for our 17th episode of the Vision to Venue series.